Okay, yo, what up? Yo, what up? We're doing a tier list. Music's a little loud, I'm sure. We're doing a tier list today, and the way that we're gonna do it is simple. It's easy. This is a how do I feel about these characters competitively? Andrew Holder did this with a set 6 tier list a little while ago, like right after I did my do I think the set 6 tier list, do I think the set 6 characters are good? He did a general interest tier list, and so I'm gonna do that today, but I'm gonna be doing it not just with set 6, but I'm going to be doing it with the entire cast of the My Hero card game. And basically, here's the way that it's going to work. So I've got 5 categories, and I've got just every character in the game, including a very proxied Mirko. And we're going to take and chat a bit about each of these categories and like what they mean, right? World's Contender, it's a character that I'm looking to take to Worlds, playing at the highest level possible. RLE Contender, something that I would take to a major. RLEs last year kind of didn't matter, but that we still played for like a lot of pride. And so like what would I take there? PSC is after I've gotten my invite to nationals or whatever. Here is the fun character that I'd be playing to play at one of my high level provisionals. This is a thing that I'm down to just go and have fun at locals, and here's Iron Man Chaff. I won't play this character unless I'm paid money to do so. So let's just get into it. Starting off with Mirio. I'm not gonna put the characters up on screen just because like that's kind of like this isn't like a discoverability. This is just like how do I feel, right? And Mirio, I'm gonna put up here in the RLE Contender. I think this guy is fine. He probably was closer to like a PSC. He's fine. I just think the good punches are like boring. And if I were to do good punches, I would do it with somebody else, probably like All Might 3 or something. And that's really all that is. And this is at current time of recording. Nothing has been banned or whatever from whatever. It like this good punches doesn't excite me at all, and that's the big thing. All for One, I really liked what Scott Sundman was doing with this character at Nationals. I like it a lot. I played All for One. I almost played All for One for the KC regional. Very, very cool character. Tons. I love the echo keyword, and I just want to echo over and over and over and over and over. Endeavor 2, locals, genuinely, probably just Iron Man Chav. I think this character is fine. Like, he's playable enough. He just doesn't really excite me. He just, like, doesn't like there's half of this tier list is like this character's good and I wanted to go do other them, and then the other half of this tier list is like I just don't want to play this guy, which brings me to Gran Torino, and I get to put Gran Torino above Endeavor 2. Although Gran Torino is a significantly worse character, but I have fun. I have fun with Gran Torino more than Endeavor 2. I was feeling good about an Echo All for One. I was working on a bit, but True Form deck chased it out. That's fair. That's super fair. I bet that matchup's very tough. You probably have to. It'd be interesting now because so with set 5, Tim, we have 8 copies of cards that like kick the thing due to a momentum, right? We've got 4 copies of Decoy Duplicate and 4 copies of Broken Psyche that I think like probably do really well under that deck as All for One. Like 8 copies of a card that says you have to find an answer. You can't just like kill me on 2, and I always have the momentum for it. So like you have to find the Capture Evildoers as well. Like there's probably something there. Toga 3, probably just Iron Man Chaff. Not because I don't think the character is like bad or anything, but like the things that she's doing, I want to do on other characters. I could maybe put her up at locals, right? Like I'm probably gonna play a webcam event with her at some point, so I'll put her at locals. She's just like doesn't interest me as like being exciting. I want to put stats on all my stuff, not just the first one, right? All Might, locals contender. I like this guy. I think he's super fun. There's gonna be a lot of decks in the locals contender range because like there's a lot of, I think Kitchen Table Universes is the best game that you can possibly play, right? Like playing things at the very super high-end competitive tier is like it's a little it can be tough. But this is the locals contender is Kitchen Table UFS, playing big, huge punch, going for the big swing. It's very fun. It's very fun to dip your hand size down to 0 and be like, I'm still in the fight. It's very fun. Same thing with Denki. Denki was the first deck I ever took to locals ever because I opened up a bunch of meteor showers and I was like, I don't feel comfortable enough playing Ochako, but I am super down to go shower, clear my card pool, shower, and kill somebody. That felt cool. That felt good. I could not imagine taking him to a provisional, but I think that's only because there's other things on my radar that I wanna play. Midoriya 2. I think Midoriya 2 is up here in the world's contender category just because I really like that guy. I like that guy a lot. I like the things that he's doing. I like what he's got going on the life symbol. Obviously, like the fun Tetsu Earth and Good or Earth deck of like I'm gonna play a million punches like that is a good deck. But like this guy's repeated like hit really hard. This guy's rejuvenating smashes are the best in the game. They're like this guy wears that package really well. And I like him a lot. All Might, which one is this? 6? Yeah, All Might 6, Iron Man Chaff. I don't care about this guy. Same thing with Kirishima. Kirishima has some cool moves, right? Like Kirishima could like come up here and like I bet I would enjoy the deck, but I already know there's gonna be 100 in locals, and so like I'm not into it. In Eraser 2 is probably also a locals deck. I don't know what I'm gonna do whenever I get to people being over on like right here on my video feed. We'll have to figure it out. I like Eraser 2 a lot. He might be my first one to be like provisional worthy, but I think that that's because like this is going to be here and he's just going to be in the sideboard for it. And so there's that. Muscular. I think Muscular under Earth is really cool because we now have the Mount Lady 6 check that gives all his moves +1 speed as well. This guy is neato. Is a character that I am looking forward to playing more of. You know what? I think I actually have to do. We're gonna do this. I think I actually have to do this. I come here, and I come here. We scroll up. Then I can keep going a little bit further. And we're there. Nice. Yeah, this looks fine. Dobby. Dobby is a provisional contender. Just like I'm gonna go bust my locals by just like absolutely slamming it. Just like just running it. I am down. Slam. I just wanna swing them hard. It's very cool. Tokoyami, world's contender. The bird is the word. Yeah. Bakugo 2. Man, I think Bakugo 2 is Iron Man Chaff. This guy's cool, but I think that I just like the other Bakugos more. No. Same thing with Toga. Actually, Toga has to be a local stack. I think I have too much fun with what Toga's got going on. I think Toga 2 is an incredibly fun deck. Super fun. Ochako 4. RLE contender at the minimum. I like this deck a lot. I like flip for plus stats. Doesn't the new SR help Toga 2 a lot? I think it does. Right? Just like accidentally give your move +2 or stun 2. Like it's good. But again, it's this whole category is like I think that these characters are neat. But this is the things that I'm going to be playing competitively, right? Like these ones are fine, but these ones are like where my head's at. Sharo is in the same boat, locals. Like I'm going to have fun with this guy on stream. Mina is definitely a provisional character. Mina too. Watching Ben Lambright, watching Cyclic just absolutely tear ass with this character. This character looks like a lot of fun. I think this character actually has some legs to be competitive. If you told me in set 6 that Mina topped an RLE, I wouldn't be surprised, truthfully. I think this character is a 6-hand size aggro character and plays that job very well. Best Genist is probably just more chaff. I don't know. He was fun when I played him, but not what I want to do. Same thing with Kurigiri. Same thing with Hatsume. They're just not here for me. Midoriya 1 is just probably provisional. I think it'd be fun to run him back, right? Like after I've gotten an invite and I want to go play at a provisional, like do some real stuff, I'd be down for it. I love this character. He's so much fun. And the mental strain that I put on my opponent of like, am I gonna dump it? Am I gonna dump the hand? He just like doesn't work with like Mirios and overhauls and erasers running around. He just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Overhaul. He's an RLE contender. I think this guy's good. I have the most dedicated overhaul player in the game as a teammate and good friend. And so like if I really wanted to grind overhaul and like me and that person were like the overhaul brothers, like I bet we could do some nasty stuff. So like it's genuinely, it might even be like something up here just because of like I have a resource that I can use. Ochako 3, chaff. Dabi, chaff. Bakugo. Bakugo's another one of those provisional contenders. I think that the Death Punch Fury Relentless Barrage Bakugo is nasty. I think he is nasty. And I want to play more of that deck. It's a deck that like every set I come back to over and over and over again of like, hey, is this a thing that I can play yet? And I think set 5 it was a deck that I could play, but there was just like other things happening that I could do it. I took that deck to side events at Nats. Tropical Snow, how'd you do? Barrage Bakugo is way too fun. I agree. It's so much fun. Also, Tam put my boy eraser higher. This is an interest list, not a how good do I think this person is. Teammate was winning in at Nats with Bakugo, but not Barrage. Yeah, I just want to play Relentless Barrage Bakugo. Fat Gum, Chaff, Hood is probably a locals contender. I like this guy. I think this guy's super fun to play. I just like the roll the move off the top. What happens? Shigaraki, I'll never play Shigaraki. I have to put Jiro up here just because like I'm trying to play. Like I just want to win the game, right? It's like want to win. And so who knows? No, I'll never play Moonfish ever again. I'll never play Coda. I'll never play Twice. Gentle is interesting. I think Gentle is up here. I like Gentle a lot, but I think that this is going to be too full. I think he's the closest deck for me personally that's like on the edge here of like, do I want to provisional or do I want to, do I want to RLE it? But it's probably just here. No, not quite. Shigaraki is one of those characters that wrinkles my brain. I love playing this guy. I think this guy's super fun. The how explosive he can be with like snapping the momentum and like just popping off is like so cool. But we have a 6-hander that does it better in this new set, and so like obviously they're gonna go a little bit higher. Endeavor is definitely a provisional contender. I have we didn't get to see it very much on stream because I got absolutely housed by Best Genist, but I have a Relentless Barrage Endeavor that I think is really nasty, right? Like making my Relentless Barrages 5 for 5s that I just go pick back up is pretty good. After I cycle, they're 5 for 8s. Very strong, very strong. Kirishima 3, I'll never play. Stan, I'll never play. There's no shot. I could see myself playing Nomu at an RLE that really didn't matter, right? Like if I went to Pasadena, like the last California RLE, the one that had 45 people, and I played Nomu, I wouldn't be surprised, right? I don't know that I would take Nomu to like a Gen Con, but like I could see myself taking it. So like maybe he's like at the top of this list. There's something there. Rappa is in my Worlds Contender list, just because I like that deck. I think that deck is so much fun. Like he's an absolute blast. But there's some small movement that I got to do on that guy. Ochako 1. I could play Ochako 1 again. It's tough because like I almost feel like it might be like here. Another one of those characters is like right here on the border, right? You need a separate tier for characters that can play Relentless Barrage. Probably, Richard. Probably. That card is too much fun. Pay 2 life, grab an attack is like a messed up thing to do to somebody. Yeah. So here's probably where I have Ochako. Maybe a little bit higher, but we'll see. Ryukyu, all the way at the tip top. Like if nothing happens to coordinated effort. I read coordinated effort earlier in my chat today. To capture evildoers, like this character is just like messed up. It's like crazy messed up. Big Ojiro 2 syndrome. And I do think that she has some amount of legs with on her other 2 symbols, just because of the small amount of disruption that she has. A lot of set 1 characters in tournament level, they won't be legal for. They'll be legal for Worlds, right? If Worlds is a weird format, like day 1 draft, day 2 caught up with Rappa might win the damn thing. Yeah. What symbol plays capture evildoers with? The all symbol. Hot take, I think Riku is good without capture evildoers, just not broken in half. Yeah, I think she's fine. She just has to find the good ones. Doesn't have all. Riku? This character? Definitely has the all symbol. Todoroki 1? I could play Todoroki 1 at a provisional. I'd be fine with that. I bet that I would enjoy a good Todoroki 1 at a provisional level. Mr. Compress, a locals contender. I like this guy a lot. I like what he's doing, but I think I might actually have to put him down in Iron Man chaff. It's strictly due to time. Same thing with Dabi 2. Midoriya is a provisional contender. I just like Midoriya 2 more than I like Midoriya 4. Right? Like it's I'm gonna be true to my heart and I'm gonna put him down in locals. Not because I dislike the character, but because I dislike this guy more. Right? And if like whatever I'm doing with this one, I want to be it's doing with that one. Stain, nah. Innsmouth, nah. Oh. Nah. Putting Endeavor 1 in locals. I like Endeavor 1. I love Endeavor 1. He's so much fun. Count my discard pile. Every attack, just get in there and count my discard pile. Ooh, how many I got this time? It was whatever number you had, but +1 because you made a check. How can I like Deku 2 but not like Hentai Deku 2? You've now ruined my monetization for this video, so that's awesome. But I don't know. It must just like doesn't excite me. I just like Midoriya, right? I just like him. I like that guy. No, couldn't be bothered. Definitely could play Shigaraki at a provisional and feel cool about it. Definitely would play Shigaraki at a provisional and feel great. Sero 2? Nah. I mean, if our job is just to kill people, Toga does a pretty decent job, right? My issue is that I don't think I'm very good with Toga, and so it's probably down here. I would play the heck out of Mimic. I think Mimic is super neato. I've never not had fun playing Mimic. Sato, not happening. Shinzo, not happening. Ibarra, Mineta, here. I could play at a provisional. I'd be down. I'd be down. Netrade's cool. I could even see myself playing her at an RLE. But the issue is, like, there's a lot here, but she's definitely at the end of this list. Yeah. Eat a 2 or eat a 1? No. No. Yes. I'd be down to play Momo again. I enjoyed Momo. I liked Momo's, like, play patterns. I like destroy to get the +2/-2, build a thing, and go grab myself a thing. She got a lot of neat tools with the new set. She now has a weapon that she can go pick up another weapon out of her momentum. So, like, you actually have to be like, or another card out of her momentum. So, like, the things that you block that were for free, she can go destroy one to have 2 attacks now, just to go pick that up. And I think that makes her way scarier. And that's just another life symbol. I'm sure she's got more tools under her other 2 symbols as well. Eat a 2. I'd be down to play at a provisional just because he's funny. I am looking to play Insa for Worlds. I think this guy's got something special on him. That was eat a 3. Oh. No, I think I'm done with eat a 2. Eat a 3. I think Insa's got something special going on with him. I haven't quite cracked the code yet, but there's something there. I think it's just the death symbol, right? But I think that like him being able to refresh his foundations is very good. It's very, very good. Is it better than like the Death Eraserhead 1 deck? I don't know. But I bet that like maybe I'd feel more comfortable with that Death Eraserhead deck if I was just Inasa. But I don't know. Well, let's see. Tokiyami 2, there's no shot. I don't think I keep looking at Jiro 2 for Worlds, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. I played the deck for the first time on stream a couple days ago, and I had less than 0 fun. It just wasn't enjoyable. I just didn't like it. I get that it was potent, it was strong, but I just wasn't doing it for me. So like maybe an RLE, but probably not. It's probably down here, like what I want to do. But like if I was determined to go win the RLE, like maybe. But then like why would I not play all this stuff up here? She's neat. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, sure. That's fine. MHACCG, he's a maybe. I like this deck. I like this deck a lot. There's definitely some movement that can happen with new cards, right? Like we've got new face up momentum cards, right? With a secret rare that says my weapon attack gets stunned. Does that matter at all? I don't know. There's definitely something to be said about what MHACCG is doing. I don't think it got any worse, that's for sure. Never again. Man, every time that I play as this guy or play against this guy, he just keeps falling for me. I think he's like a provisional and like hope for the best. I was so excited to be a Midoriya 5-1 trick. I was so excited. But then every time that I play this guy, it's just not doing it. It's just not doing it for me. It's just not doing it for me. Sad. Never been more sad. None of these. I'm looking at this guy for Worlds. This sucks because my Worlds list is so big. I think this guy is very strong. And I think if Capture Evildoers does get banned, this guy is doing very similar things to what this character is doing. But all you have to do is find one of 8 cards, right? And that's on the fire and water symbols. I'm excited. I want to know what this guy looks like on fire. Cammy. I think that I will play the infinite Cammy one time at locals and then be satisfied. Kamui Woods, nah, not doing it for me. Bakugo is also not for me. Yeah, like these characters are strong, but they're just not for me. I like Mount Lady a lot, but I think the word unblockable is fucked up. So there's that. So there's that. I like this character, and I like this like accumulate mass type thing that she does. I like the chaos symbol just because like once you get your 3 counters, you just like play Twisting Azure Inferno, just like over and over and over, and they're all cheap, and they get faster, and they get super fast, and super awesome. It's very cool. I'd never. There's no shot. No, thank you. I'm not into Hawks even a little bit. I'm not a Hawks gamer. I just could not be bothered. I get the 10 guy's good, but I'm not here to play 10 guy. I just think I don't like how he plays. Having played against him, having played as him, right, during the subathon. Yeah, not for me. Like, he's fine. I just want to play like a really aggro version. Asui at the top of the list. Hawks done dirty. This is an interest tier list. I just don't want to play Hawks. Just don't have an interest. Hawks doesn't move Tam, not 1 millimeter. 100%. I don't like 10 guys. No. I like 10 guys. Am I gonna play him at like competitively at all? No, there's no shot. There's no shot. I'm on Asui though. This character is super cool. This character wrinkles my brain, and all I can think about is like Asui. And like how the cool things that I want to do with this character. Very cool. Toya, no, they ruined the thing I wanted to do with it. How about that air build? I built it, Omar, and it was very good. Edshot, also up here in World Contenders. I think this character is very strong. I think that the coolest thing that somebody has said about Edshot is it reminds me of Briar from Flesh and Blood. The more that I attack, the more defense that I have. The more defense that I play, the harder I can attack, which is like super cool. I like the 7 hand size, 19 health character. I think Canyon is like a messed up card, and this guy plays that card the best. And so like there's definitely some really cool things going on with Void Edshot that I want to look at. We've got Fat Gummy, doesn't matter. I'm down to go munch people at locals. I'm down to munch them, you know. Not sure I could do much higher than that. No interest. What a fun locals deck. I'm so down for Ayama. So All My True Form is a deck that in KC I'm bummed that I didn't play, right? It was him in All for One, and I decided I last minute audibled into Dobby because I really liked that Dobby deck. I thought that Dobby deck was super fun to play. And it probably should have been in this position here as opposed to me having forced it up here, right? But I like this deck a lot, and I don't even think that I'm not even a huge fan of the one punch deck. I like the combination deck. I think it's super cool. Combo one, no interest. All Might is sitting up here above Mirio. If Mirio's in this conversation, All Might's in this conversation. The real answer is I would probably just start as Mirio and then sideboard into All Might for whenever I want to like fight Eraserhead or something, right? Like this guy is like such a good tries to be such a good counter to this character and like doesn't feel like absolutely hopeless. You know, having that extra draw 2 on our turn is like so potent, and not being reliant on a momentum for our defense. Like I like All Might 3 more than I like what Mirio's got going on, but again, punches are so boring. Magni, no. I could play Cementos at locals and probably have fun. That matchup is annoying, but it's easy to block. 100%. Yeah, the Eraserhead matchup is like the worst matchup for Mirio. And so you sideboard in this, and it becomes just as annoying. It becomes more annoying, but not more winnable, if that makes sense. I'm an avid snipe hater. I could easily see myself playing Ojiro 1 at a provisional. Or not provisional. Yeah, at a provisional. I think that my move gets speed equal to the Buster card, the provisional card that we got. The 7 damage move that I make 10 damage that I can make unblockable whenever you get to 10 or health. Like that character, that idea is so cool to me. I'd be super down to play it. It probably deserves to be at the local tier, but I think that I would if I worked on it a little bit. No interest, no interest, no interest, no interest. Obviously, Denki gets to come up to locals. He's one of the most fun locals decks that you can play, and there's cooler things that you can do with Denki now. Like stealing that momentum for free and doing cool stuff. It's neat. It's super, super neat. All Might 2? I think All Might 2 is also up here. He might even be like RLE level. I like All Might 2 a lot in the things that he does of like, I love discard momentum, redraw a card. I love discard 4 for the +2, possibly +2. Like I like what this guy does. I enjoy the play pattern. So maybe it deserves to be down here next to Endeavor, but I'm gonna put him up at RLE contenders because I like what that guy does. And this, every time that I sideboarded All Might 2 inside of my all throw Dobby deck, it was just better. It felt better. And so like just running this back as All Might 2 instead of Dobby might just be the answer. Eraser, couldn't be bothered. Midoriya 3 is World's Contender. I like Breaker 2 on my moves. I think just having Breaker 2 once per turn is like sometimes just good enough to stave off greedy aggro decks, as long as you're good enough to time it well. The only issue that I have with this character is TamCardwell is bad at drawing the character on turn 2, and they're not very good to draw after turn 2, right? Like on my turn 1, I want to build out 4 foundations. On my turn 2, I play 1 poke, stun you down, try and get the momentum, build a character, build 2 foundations, pass with another attack so I can Breaker 2 in hand. Like that's the play pattern that I want off of this guy, and I never draw the character on turn 2. I just don't do it. So all my moves just get like +2 damage or +1 damage. And I really, really wish it was +2. Bakugo. Bakugo is for sure a locals deck. I'd be down to play Bakugo at locals and have fun. I'm happy that this is so healthy. Watching Devin's Pixie Bob at Gen Con was such a blast. Not a deck I'm ever gonna play. Super fun. Then just don't play the characters then. Ooh, that's a good idea. Ochako 2. I play Ochako 2 at an RLE. I like this deck a lot. I fell in love with this deck whenever me and Andrew went down to Florida and he played Ochako 2 with Hulking Grimace for the first time that I saw. And I was just like, oh shit, this is scary. This is really, really scary. And I enjoy this deck of just like in the same idea of like Nomu sending it or just like I just want to have a good time, or Rappa, right? Like these ideas of just like, oh, sling it. This is super cool. Brokazaki has Secret Text in Midoriya 3 and Shoto 3. That's true. Yeah. Speaking of Shoto 3, no, that's okay. These ones, this guy, I'd be down to play at a provisional. We talked about it earlier of I think this guy is funny, and I think it's funny how much I enjoy playing Ida 2 after how much in set 1 I hated this guy. Real character growth. I don't need to do this. I never need to do this again. This is fine. I would play this guy at locals just because I want to make the infinite happen. Big fan of the infinite. It's cool. Same thing with All Might 7. I can play All Might 7 at locals. Given my range attack +2 speed is very neat. Smash Might, I'm not here for. Gunhead, I would love to play Bubble Girl at an RLE. I would love to put my money where my mouth is and actually play this character and see just how far I could push her and make her go. I like this character a lot. I really, really like her on the air symbol. I get that the good symbol has the action that like lets you live forever, but I want to play her on the good symbol, on the air symbol, because I like Meteor Shower. I think Meteor Shower is super, super neat with this character. Selkie. Selkie's a locals deck at best, but he's probably just chaff. Kuraguri though is definitely a a locals deck. I could even see myself playing him at a provisional. He's just like a little too squishy to be played. Recovery Girl, I'll never play. Midnight is interesting. I would play Midnight for an RLE. Actually, probably. She's another one of those like halfways of like I could see myself playing her for an RLE, but maybe not. Uabami. Yeah, locals is probably fun. No. And then Mirko, I would play Mirko at a provisional or at a provisional easy. It's weird how it like is snapping this high. It makes me want to delete Mirko off the list. Mirko's probably like at a provisional. I think this character is neat and fun. This character is neat and fun. But I've played 0 games. I've only played against her, and I like what she does. She's a cool fire deck. She's a very, very cool fire deck. But like, would I rather just like play a different fire deck or a different fire deck? Who knows? And there it is. There's my interest list with 144 files, so 143 because of Fat Gum 2. So 143 characters. And this is what it looks like. Here's my worlds list. Here's my RLE list. And obviously, like, as things like move, change, adapt, we can come back to these lists. But chat, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts on my choices for the things that I'm interested in looking forward to playing when it comes to next year competitively? I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on the list down below. Do your opinions match up with mine? Are your opinions super different? That's interesting to talk about. With that, thank you much for watching, and as always, I wish you well.